sun and moon auction market. Her name is Donna Valentino. And this is not going to be the last time you hear from her. What she's going to do today is to give you some tips on how to test your jewelry for whether it's sterling or what happens if you went to that yard sale and you picked up a piece that I don't know if it's gold or not, but yes, it might be 10K. It might be 14K. Well, we're going to look at how to test for 10K, 14K plus sterling because Donna Valentino is going to show you how. Donna, it's on you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here. Happy to help Rosemary out in this, and so happy for her to introduce our site to you. So the first thing we're going to learn today is how to test sterling silver. I'm using some scrap sterling that I have today. This is a scrap piece of sterling. The reason this is a scrap piece is, of course, is because there is a missing piece here in this piece of jewelry, and it's difficult to repair this piece. You'll notice that that is intact. This is not. So this is a sterling item. It is marked sterling here. Sterling is not always marked, but this one is marked. So you can use a sterling acid to test sterling with, but I don't use that because it's a red acid, and the red acid turns your mark when you do a scratch mark on the stone that you can buy. This is a stone piece that we use to scratch our items with to test for sterling, non-sterling, gold, and silver. So when I scratch this, which I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put a scratch mark right here. There's a scratch mark right there. I did a pretty good scratch mark on that. I'm going to use 18 karat gold acid. This is 18 karat, and this will test for sterling rather than using the red acid, which is confusing for people. So when I put this on the stone, I'm going to put the acid across here in little drops, put the cap back on it. It will turn your skin yellow and burn if you don't. So, Rosemary, can you see the blue that is forming? It is a silvery blue color that is changing the color.
Yes, I do.
So that means that it is sterling. That means when it turns the mark, that blue color, it means that it's sterling. So I'm going to wipe that away, and I'm going to test another piece that's not sterling.
Donna, show you. While you're wiping that away, do you advise that perhaps people just starting out who may not be as careful as you're being wear gloves so that they don't get
absolutely
on their hands?
Absolutely. Okay. I do advise you to wear gloves. So this is a piece right here that looks perhaps like it might be sterling. So
it's pretty.
And I think even the mark, I'm going to just look with my loupe. It says on here, looks like it says sterling on here. But let's test it and let's see what it says. So let's do a deep scratch mark.
While you're scratching, are you implying that there may be times that a piece is marked sterling? It looks like sterling. It has 925, but it's not sterling?
I absolutely am implying that. Yes, ma'am. There are times when you will find pieces that are marked sterling that are not sterling. So do you see that mark? First of all, there's a difference in the color of this mark than there is. Let me show you another piece of sterling. I'm going to use this piece right here. This one has a piece missing right there. So I'm going to use it and I'm going to mark it beside that one. Now,
yes.
Do you see the difference in the color?
Distinctive.
So this one has a silvery color. This has a brassy color
Right.
or a brown color. So I'm going to put the acid on both of those stones. Now, do you see what has happened?
Oh, distinctive blue.
So this has the blue mark. This mark right here is disappearing.
Yes.
The disappearing means that's not sterling. Not sterling at all. So can you see it with the stone down, Rosemary, or better when I lift it up?
No, I see it. I see it.
Okay. So that means that this is not sterling. And it means that this is sterling.
Wow. And that other piece was actually marked sterling, right?
Yes. And this piece is marked. Yes, this was marked on the class sterling.
Unbelievable.
And I'll tell you, the mark on that, very hard to tell. Very hard to tell what the mark was. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that mark. We're going to use this piece again. Okay. And this time we're going to test gold. We're going to test the gold next. So we're going to put this.
Wow.
We're going to use this.
So it could be that it's white gold, perhaps, or
could be white gold, but more than likely not, because of the color on this right here. If it's gold, most of the time it will, if it's white gold, it will not leave that color most of the time, unless it's been plated with rhodium and underneath is yellow gold. Okay. But, okay. And so let's use the 10 karat gold. Let's use, this is a piece of 10 karat gold. It is right beside that piece. Now notice that that has a gold color right here. And it's 10 karat gold. Let's take the 10 karat gold acid and let's put the 10 karat gold acid to both of them. Now you see it dropped right there?
Yes.
The acid dropped right there. That's how quickly acid can drop off of this. So you have to be very careful when handling the acid. So that's got a little bit of a bubble I need to pop there. Okay, can you see that the acid here has disappeared?
Yes.
But here it has not.
I still see a mark there underneath the acid spot.
Right. So that acid just got underneath here. That means that that is 10 karat and that is not. Because you still see it sitting like water on top of the 10 karat.
Right.
But over here, it's disappeared.
Now, question, Donna, if you actually applied the 14K.
I'm going to do that.
Would it?
I'm going to do that to the 10 karat. I'm going to use the same piece of jewelry that we just proved that is 10 karat gold. And we proved that this has no gold or silver content at all.
Right.
No gold or silver content at all. So let me make sure this stone is, see, it got underneath that stone. So I have to be very careful on picking that up too. Because if it runs down the side on flat surfaces, it will get on there.
Right.
Okay, so let's take the 14 karat acid. And what did I do with the little gold mark? The little gold piece, here it is. All right, I'm going to use the 10 karat and I'm going to put a 14 karat acid. That's the 10 karat piece. And I'm going to use a piece of 14 karat gold at the same time and mark beside it.
So that's going to, you have a piece that was actually marked, that's actually marked 14K.
Yes, this one's marked 10 and this one is marked 14. Okay. So 10 karat, 14 karat. I'm going to use the 14 karat acid and show you what happens when you put 14 karat on 10 and 14 karat on 14.
Okay.
So that's on the 10. This is on the 14. Now, it is still sitting on the 10 karat, but watch what happens with the 10 karat. Do you see how it is a lighter color and starting to fade?
Yes.
And it will slowly fade away. But do you see how the 14 karat is sitting on that?
Right.
And it's not disappearing. It's sitting like water, like you put water on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That means it's 14 karat.
Okay.
Now, beside that, I am going to put a piece of stainless. Let me see if this is stainless steel. I'm going to let that acid roll. That made it disappear. No. I need to find.
Wow.
Right here.
It's not showing anything.
Well, this is stainless steel. It has a mark. Okay?
Right.
But watch what happens. No, that's not stainless steel. Let me tell you why. What will happen if you get a piece of stainless steel
Uh-huh.
and you put it on the acid and you put 14 karat gold on stainless steel, it will not move. It will not disappear.
Oh.
But it neither will it disappear when you put it like this, but also you notice how that 14 karat, when I wipe this away, you can wipe away the gold with it.
Right.
The gold will go away off of the stone. If it is stainless steel, it will still stay on the stone.
So that could fool someone. Does that make it? Does that imply that if someone had stainless steel, they would think that they had gold?
If you don't have an eye for gold, you could be fooled. Yes, you could be fooled if you do not have an eye for gold. Yes, it is very, very possible. And let me say something about this 14 karat too. It's got a little bit left on it. But this 14 karat came off of a very old watch that had diamonds on it. And it's an older piece with better quality 14 karat, if I could say it like that.
Right, right.
Because some there are certain numbers in alloys that you have to have in order to deem it. So if they use a different sort of alloy, then you maybe have a better quality of 14 karat. Oh. It still all comes out to be the same price per gram or per troy ounce. It all comes out to be the same price, but you can have older gold has a little bit better quality.
Now, when you say alloy, are you talking about other metals?
I am. They use other. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes they use nickel. Sometimes they use copper. If they want to do rose gold, if you want to have 10 karat, 14 karat, or 18 karat rose gold or whatever, you mix with copper. You mix your gold quality with copper and it will come out with a rose gold color. So it depends upon what alloy they use as to what color you get.
I see.
They'll use platinum to make white gold sometimes. So, and they'll sometimes even use sterling in your gold quality. So it just depends upon the alloy that someone chooses to mix the gold with. And that depends too on the country and the atmosphere. So all of that's a different study. Takes a little bit longer time and study to know about those different alloys that are used in metals to make 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat acid 18 karat gold will disappear on 14 karat acid, but not disappear on 18 karat acid.
Okay.
22 karat will make 18 karat disappear. So
22
as you
karat.
go up, the
Okay.
acid will make the lower carat disappear, but it will sit like water on its match carat.
Okay.
10 karat is with 10 karat, 14 karat for 14 karat, 18 karat for 18 karat, and so on. I'm sorry, my battery.
No, that's
Are
okay.
we back? My
Yeah,
battery.
we're back. We're back.
Okay. The other thing is, I was going to tell you about is real quick. I will give you some matching numbers for carats.
Okay.
So if you have 10 karat gold, you may see a mark of 317.
317.
Write this down.
Okay.
Right. Can you see this, Rosemary?
I can see it.
10 karat will also be marked 317. Or 317.
Mm-hmm.
14 karat will be marked. I'm sorry, 9 karat will be marked 330. No, let's don't do that one right now.
Okay.
14 karat will be marked 585. 18 karat will be marked 750. So those are 3 marks, European marks, that you may see for 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat.
So that's
so if you may have them.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I said, no, that's fascinating, because you may go to an estate sale or yard sale and see that on the jewelry, and because
not realize.
Exactly.
Right. So it's 317, 585, and 750 are for those carats. So then you'll have some marks that are 999. That's pure, as pure as they can really get. If they say it's 100% pure, it never is.
Okay.
Gold, silver. This is all for gold. Silver marks will be 800, 850, 925, 950, and 999. And that's in the purity too, as well. Most Victorian and Egyptian jewelry will be marked 800 because that's about what they used at the time. Still very good jewelry.
Yes.
And great quality. Great quality. So that's,
fascinating. Donna, I cannot thank you enough. And I'm sure everyone that watches this is going to be excited about how much they're learning. And this is cutting edge. This is cutting edge for sellers of jewelry, and it's cutting edge for those of us who purchase. One of the things I love about coming to your auctions is because you often will share information with your audience, as well as test your gems, test some of your items right there live while the auction
yes, ma'am.
is on. So I
like to show them.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much, Miss Rosemary. I like to encourage the people and let them know what they're getting and be upfront and all honest about what we do.
I think it's a form of empowerment that is just so needed. And that's another reason why I love watching your auctions, is because I'm empowered. I get smarter. The boomer brain gets better. So I appreciate you so much. So Donna, I'm looking forward to hopefully having some more time with you at another time to talk about, the world is big when it comes to jewelry, and it's so much for us to learn. So
there is. I've been doing it 17 years, Miss Rosemary, and I feel like a baby myself. There are more and more things to learn. I don't know everything there is to know. I learn every day, and we have such a plethora of people that teach on these sites and that help us and share information. So it's a great place to come and find out what you have, what you can get a little bit of knowledge, and have some fun.
Well, I'm looking forward to our next segment. What do you want to teach us next time we come together?
I will bring out the Presidium tester.
The big gun.
Yeah,
You're going to bring out the Presidium, huh?
Yes, I'll bring out the Presidium tester next time and test some stones and explain what some of the stones are and how many different stones. You know, for instance, when you go to a sapphire, it's not just blue. There are other colors. So I will do some of that.
Great. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to hold it for that time. And the next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you come and you see this segment with Donna Valentino, we're going to talk about testing with the Presidium tester. So until that time, I'd like to thank you again, Donna, and thank you everyone that's watching this, and have a great, great auction. Don't forget, come see and visit, see her live on the Sun and Moon auction market. Just Google that in Facebook, but forget about it. I'm going to put the link in the video. Take care. Bye.